On the topic of choosing the right marketing measurements, it's really easy to do that if you start with what your business objectives are, or what the business aims are that the marketing is supposed to fulfill. So that sometimes can feel counterintuitive. People are going, oh, well, what measurements have I got? What is available from the marketing that I'm doing? But I'd encourage anybody to step back and go, actually, what are we hoping to achieve with our business? How can the marketing support that? So then what is the plan? And then take the marketing measurements from there. And obviously at the end, you'd want to make sure that the business objectives are being tracked as well. So first step, what are your business objectives for the next year? Then how will your marketing plan support those objectives? What measurements are possible from the marketing channels that you've worked with? So if your campaign is digital, if you're doing digital marketing, or if part of it is, this means setting up the right tracking software in the first place. It might be Google Analytics, it might be Facebook Pixel. And in any of those places, also defining what success is. It's not enough to just add the tracking software there. There's an awful lot of data that's available, but you have to say explicitly or teach the software, essentially, if somebody does this thing, that's successful for me, and that counts as a goal conversion. So in Google Analytics, it is called a conversion. In business terms, it's actually a lead in most cases. So it's actually a business lead. And that really then gives you more insightful analytics or insightful insights than you would have otherwise. If you are looking at a more traditional form of marketing that's to build brand awareness, maybe that is your business objective, is actually to be known better, then the way to measure that would be to look at brand mentions, how much more frequently people are searching for your brand. If you're doing search engine optimization, then we're used to trying to, the objective being to get a company found for what they do, what their products or services, and that's the objective. But if you are looking to raise brand awareness, then being found in search engines for what your company name is a really good sign that the rest of your marketing is doing very well. One of the places to look for that is your Google My Business, because that will tell you how frequently you are found for what you do versus brand mentions and who you are. The last thing is to really make sure you recognize the difference between vanity and clarity metrics, because like I said, Google Analytics, that can give you a lot of data, but an awful lot of that might just be about vanity. Things like, and they can be indicators of success, but they don't have an impact on the bottom line. Things like Facebook page likes. An example would be, if you just wanted Facebook likes, then you could run a competition to give away a £50 Amazon voucher, which I've seen quite a lot. That is against Facebook's terms and conditions, and has always been a bad idea. So you shouldn't do it. But the point is, if you've got a load of likes for that, then you've got an audience that is not interested in your brand at all, but you've got a load of likes. So it goes to show how they can have nothing to do with each other at all. What you've probably also done is kind of screwed up your future algorithm, because if that audience aren't engaged with you, then that's not going to look great for Facebook. So that's a whole other story. The other thing that you can do is have a look at, within Google Analytics, once you've set up conversion tracking properly, you are going to be able to see if a lead has been generated from traffic. But you wouldn't necessarily expect that social media, for example, even though it is a really good brand building form of marketing, it's unlikely to lead to a conversion first visit. So if you really want to view the success of, or the impact of your social media in the long term, then look at a multi-funnel, I think it's called, the multi-channel funnels overview, and also a top conversions path report in Google Analytics, because it doesn't just tell you about that last visit that led to a conversion, which is probably a direct visit by the time somebody comes to actually call you or fill out your contact form. It tells you about, in the past 90 days, where else did they come from, and maybe social media was the first visit, maybe search engine was the second one, and maybe a direct visit was the third, which led to a conversion. So it gives you a better view of the impact that any kind of supporting marketing that you're doing might have, rather than just looking at whether social media leads to conversions, which it very, very rarely does. So that's it really. Start with your business objectives and then plan from there, and you'll find that the marketing metrics do automatically come out.